Hello, friends. If you're planning to take your DMV exams in 2026, then you should definitely watch today's video from beginning to end. In today's video, friends, I'll be discussing situation-based questions that are asked in DMV exams, which are frequently seen on your tests. As you all might know, there have been some changes to the DMV rules in 2026, and what kind of new questions might be asked related to them. I have also discussed those questions with you in today's video. Alright friends, let's start this video, and I request all of you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe and hit the bell icon, and together we'll crack the DMV exams on your first try. Alright friends, let's get this video started. Question number 1. You're driving 60 miles per hour on a freeway. What is a safe following distance? You'll have 4 options, friends. Option A, 1 second. Option B, 2 seconds. Option C, 3 seconds. Option D, car length rule. Look, friends, you're driving right here. Someone is driving ahead of you. And what kind of lane are you in? You're in a high-speed highway lane, right? So in that situation, how much distance should you maintain between yourself and the car in front of you? Friends, whenever you're at high speeds, keep in mind that in those situations, you must follow the 3-second rule and keep your car at a 3-second distance from the car ahead, right? That way, if by chance this car suddenly brakes or suddenly changes lanes without using an indicator, in that situation, you'll have enough time to stop your car. So what's the correct answer to this question? The correct answer is the 3-second rule or more, meaning you must maintain at least a 3-second distance. Next, question number 2. You arrive at a 4-way stop at the same time as another vehicle on your right. Who goes first? Right? Option A, you. Option B, vehicle on the right. Option C, vehicle on the left. Option D, whoever moves first. Look, the situation is that you're driving along, and at the same time, a car is coming from your right side at a 4-way stop. So who should get priority? Yes, friends, exactly what you're thinking is the correct answer to this question. The vehicle on the right hand. The vehicle on the right side will always be given priority. Meaning, in these conditions, car B will move first, and then car A will move. Keep this in mind. Clear? Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 3. So the correct answer will be vehicle on your right-hand side. Question number 3. There's also a new rule regarding this question, so keep that in mind. You are 25 years old and driving in California. You want to text a message. What is legal? Okay, you're driving and you need to send a text message. In that situation, what is legal? Option A, text while driving. Just text while you're driving. Option B, hold the phone to your ear. Option C, use a hands-free device. Option D, stop at a traffic light and text. Generally, what everyone thinks, based on the rules so far, is that there's leniency. People feel that, yes, if I'm stopped at a red light, then I can use my phone. Look, you can only use your phone when the phone is used with a hands-free device. Keep this in mind. Clear? You see this? A hands-free device. And if you hold the phone in your hand, that would be wrong, and you could get a ticket. So, what is the correct answer to this question? The correct answer to this question is use a hands-free device. Next, question number 4. You approach a railroad crossing and the gates are down. What should you do? You've arrived at a railroad crossing and you see that the gate is down. So what should you do? A, stop at least 15 feet away. B, go around the gate. C, cross quickly. D, honk and cross. Okay, well, keep one thing in mind. Whenever you reach a crossing, in those conditions, you have to wait at a certain distance from the stop line. You must wait at a distance of 15 feet. Because, friends, let me tell you, the train speed can be very high. It's possible that some debris might fly off. Anything can happen. Any situation can arise. That's why you must always stop at least 15 feet away. Keep this in mind if this question is asked in your exams. Stop at least 15 feet away. Next, question number 5. This is also based on a new rule. Friends, you see a stopped car with hazard lights on the right shoulder. No police or emergency vehicle is present. What should you do? Option A, ignore and drive normally. Option B, stop behind the car. Option C, honk and pass. Option D, move to another lane or slow down. The rules that existed until now, before 2026, those rules were friends for police vehicles and emergency vehicles. But now, with the rules implemented since 2026, in those situations, if there's any car stopped on the shoulder with hazard lights on, or if they've put out cones or any symbols showing you that the vehicle is in trouble, then in those situations, what you must do is move to another lane or slow down. If you have the opportunity to move to another lane, then you should move to the other lane, provided there's no traffic in that lane and it's safe to do so. Otherwise, what you'll do is slow down and wait right there until you can move into the other lane. So the correct answer will be move to another lane or slow down. Next, question number 6. He was stopped at a red light and wanted to turn left from a one-way street onto another one-way street. What should you do? What are you doing? You're stopped at a red light and want to take a left. You want to turn left. Okay, from a one-way street onto another one-way street. What should you do? Option A, turn only after a full stop and when safe. Option B, never turn on red. Option C, turn without stopping. Option D, turn only if the sign allows. Look, if a red light is flashing, then in that situation, what happens? In that situation, you first have to come to a complete stop. If instead of that red light, a yellow light were flashing here, then what would you have to do in that situation? You have to slow down first and then decide. So because there's a red light here and it's a red light, then turn only after a full stop and when safe. Okay? First, you'll have to bring your car to a full stop, meaning you have to bring the car to a complete zero, and only then can you take the turn. If it's safe, then turn only after a full stop and when safe. Next, question number 7. You approach an intersection and the light turns yellow. What should you do? You've reached an intersection. And at that moment, what happened? The light turned yellow. So in that situation, what should you do? Option A, speed up to cross. Option B, reverse. Option C, stop if safe to do so. Option D, ignore the signal. Keep one thing in mind, friends. Look, you can't speed up and you can't reverse. You won't ignore the signal. If you see a yellow light, then in that situation, what should you do? I mean, you should significantly reduce the car's speed. So only one option is correct here. Stop if safe to do so. Clear? Stop if safe to do so. At a yellow light, you have to slow down and then move forward based on your own judgment. If it's a red light, you have to come to a complete stop and then move forward after making a judgment. The difference between the two should be clear to you because this is frequently asked in your exams. So the correct answer will be stop if safe to do so. Next. You hear a siren and see flashing red lights behind you. What is the correct action? You're driving along and you see an emergency vehicle coming up behind you with its red lights flashing. Stop immediately in your lane. Option B, pull over to the right and stop. Option C, speed up to get out of the way. Option D, ignore if you're in traffic. So what would you do in that situation, friends? What should you do in that case? You should pull over to the right-hand side and come to a stop. I mean, if it's right behind you in your lane and you just stop there, how's it going to get past, right? So what you need to do is provide space for it to move. So you'll pull over to the right and stop, allowing the emergency vehicle to pass through and exit from there. Next. Question number 9. A pedestrian is waiting at a marked crosswalk but hasn't stepped into the road yet. Okay, they're standing there but haven't stepped onto the road yet. What should you do? Option A, continue driving. Option B, stop and allow them to cross. Option C, honk to warn them. Option D, slow down but keep moving. Friends, keep one thing in mind. Who always has the priority? You must always give priority to the pedestrian, okay? So you see the pedestrian standing here. They're standing there and haven't stepped down yet, but they could step down and cross at any moment. So what would you do in that situation? You'd stop your car. If you stop your vehicle, the pedestrian will be able to cross the road easily, okay? So what's the correct answer to this question? The correct answer to this question is option B. Stop and allow them to cross. Next. Next is, you are driving on a two-lane road. A school bus stops ahead with red flashing lights and stop arm extended. What should you do? Look, this bus is flashing its red lights and the stop arm is extended outward, saying stop. What should you do in that situation? Option A, slow down and pass carefully. Option B, honk and pass. Option C, stop only if children are crossing. Option D, stop until the lights stop flashing. The correct answer to this question is option D, stop until the lights stop flashing. Until those lights stop, you must keep your vehicle stopped and wait right there because children are getting off the bus. Now, if yellow lights were flashing instead of red, what would you do? If the yellow lights are flashing, it means the school bus is going to stop after traveling a short distance ahead. So you should slow down your speed. Don't just speed past while the yellow lights are flashing, or you might hit someone when it turns red. Got it? If the yellow light flashes, slow down beforehand. What do? Always slow down. Yellow means slow down, red means a complete stop. Keep this in mind, no matter the situation. This is frequently asked in your exams. Yellow means slow down. Red means stop. Keep that in mind. So what's the correct answer? Stop until the lights stop flashing. So those were the questions. Friends, in today's video, if you liked it and want to share how many answers you got right, tell me in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the bell icon. Thank you. Friends,